In this question, we are given that for each student in a certain class, a teacher adjusts the student's test score using the formula y equals 0.8 times x plus 20. Here, x denotes the original test score and y denotes the adjusted test score. We are given that the standard deviation of the original test scores of the students in the class was 20. So the standard deviation of the original scores, which is for variable x, is equal to 20. We have to find out the standard deviation of the adjusted test scores of the students in the class. So we have to find out SD of y. Now, to understand the methodology of the solution, we move on to step 2. Now, there are two important things to keep in mind to be able to solve the solution. The first is to know that the value of standard deviation does not change when we are doing two mathematical operations, that is, when we are adding or subtracting. And the other point that we have to keep in mind is that the value of standard deviation changes when we multiply or divide by any constant. Keeping these 2 points in mind, we move on to step 3 and calculate the standard deviation of the adjusted scores. Now, if y is denoted by 0.8 times x plus 20, we know that the original score without the constant and the standard deviation of the original score is equal to 20. Then the standard deviation of the adjusted test score will be equal to 0.8 times 20. Now we do not add this 20 here because the standard deviation does not get affected as mentioned in step 2. So the correct answer is 16, which is option B.